My name is Jonathan and I've been riding mountain bikes since about 15 years. When I was around 13 or 14 I got into it and we started building trails in the woods, built jumps, all kinds of stuff, and rode downhill and cross country on the same bike. And so I guess long story short, like, riding mountain bikes is a big part of my life. Another big part of my life is my relationship to God. I believe in Jesus and that He died on the cross for me. And I grew up in church, I got saved, and so yeah, this has always been, I guess, the other big part in my life. And at some point, kind of these two parts of my life is, I guess they were always separate, and then until I came to a point where I was like, man, what does God think about riding mountain bikes? What does God think about extreme sports or that kind of stuff? And I never really had an answer to it. Like, I don't know, I just thought God doesn't really care. I think God was, or I thought God was mostly interested in me when I was reading my Bible and going to church, doing spiritual things. And so like a couple of years ago, somebody asked me to just go in prayer and ask God what is pleasing to God, what pleases Him. And I felt like the Lord spoke to me and said, I love it when you ride your mountain bike. And first I was like, man, this is not real, like, I'm making this up. And then, yeah, I just kind of like pushed it away for a little while, and then I started thinking about it because it was on my mind the whole time, and then it kind of started to like make sense to me. And I think when God says He's a loving Father to us, that's the same thing when children get a gift from their parents. The parents don't get any attention when the kid plays with, like, the gift, its new toy, whatever it has, and but the parents are really excited to watch their child focusing and spending time with what they have given to their child. And I think that's the same thing as riding bikes. Like, God has given me a gift, and I have a passion for riding mountain bikes. I'm excited. And that's why God loves it when I ride my mountain bike, because He has given me the ability to ride and to build jumps and to do all this stuff. And as long as I keep riding, not my main focus in my life, but God, I think as long as I do this, I will always please God with my riding. And since it's a gift God has given me, it is a spiritual thing, like riding mountain bikes. Whatever you do, whatever you're gifted in, like, that is a spiritual thing. As long as you put God first and not let it become bigger or more important to God, this is a huge thing that I found out for me. And I think a lot of people don't recognize that their gift to God, like, that they've gotten from God, is something that pleases God, and that they glorify God when they do whatever they're good at. How I went from here on, I found that out. I realized God loves it when I ride my bike. And then, yeah, then I moved from Germany to America, and I was thinking, man, I'm moving to Alabama, the south, it's flat, no mountains, nothing. But God had put this gift in me, and He brought me to a place where I could ride my bike. All of a sudden I had 50 acres where I could build jumps on, like private property, and the owner loved it when I built stuff. Now we're at a place where I build jumps in a state park, and all this kind of stuff. Like, it all started to go on and get further and develop, and I got to meet McCann and Aaron Gwynn, both like top 10 downhill World Cup competitors, and just, it became really big when I found out that God loves it and that I go after my passion. Then things started to take off, and I'm excited what else is coming. I've been riding places all over the world, and it's been really exciting, and I can't wait for what's next, what God has for me when I live out my passion.